It's the Legend of the Golden Robot. So yeah, as you can see, there's a good little comic. New hero in town? What's his name? This game is an epic. Epic. Yeah, nothing special. Free! That's just a bucket. How did I... How dare you interrupt me? $83 of profit. Yay! Don't know what this golden troll will help me with, but okay. Rubber waterproof boots? Seriously? What makes the squid super? Is it like one of those giant squids? Restart required will restart your device outside of active hours. But I'm currently active. That goblin archer managed to do a good deal of damage. Unknown? You mean I can't even buy a better shovel? Goblin run. Goblin rapper? Oh, warrior. I don't think real Vikings even had myself, and now I have to buy it. Ooh, I look pretty good if I say so myself now. I have better stats. Those goblins won't stop me now. A gold nugget. Ooh, a green base. Can you believe it? Can you believe that they made a pun like this? I already got all the items. The $10 site. Ooh, this dig site's a little harder. Ooh, a blowpipe. Elf archer, bring it. Perfect. Tomorrow, I get a new spade. Good, I made some profit. That was unclimactic. So yeah, I believe I've played this game before. Wait, it's $1 coin, yet it's worth $10? I don't buy it. Empty paint can. Copper ore. Did that new spade even help? Well, it seemed to have helped. And you stink. Oh, please, Andy. Ooh. This is up in the ante. Again? slower. Ah, that's good, because there's no way I'll remember that. And that's the Amorsa? Brian the Brain. This'll prevent you from ever accidentally spelling a Brian as Brain. Believe me, I've spelled my damn name that way in the past. Well, that's enough goofing off. You know, we should probably use the blow dart. Looks like I made a good choice. Only 3 items left in that area. Gotta level up again. There's only 1 item left. What's the fuming? Did you think it was made out of human teeth or something? Alright, I made it past the 2nd area. Now the riskier 3rd area. Sand. It only takes 1 hour to get to sand, so we'll give that area away. The Elf Warrior is tough, believe me. Chipped off quite a bit of health. Chinese coin. What makes it Chinese exactly? $87 of profit. That's 3 times the defense. I've only got, I believe, a 9th or so of the treasures. No bunnies. That's too bad. $100 men. Why was he put in charge of 100 men? Was he 100 years old? Did he have $100? Did he have the ability to spell to 100? Was he on the dollar bill? A that just so happens to have a recessive gene. That's a special treasure. $186 worth of profit. Ooh, that's double the defense. Plus, it looks better, more impressive, certainly. I couldn't believe that there was no gameplay video of this on my channel, because I played it before and I remember beating it, the whole game. I don't know what these numbers mean because I didn't read much about the modder. There's no end to the enemies, they just keep coming back. I found the last item. I actually lost $2. Huh. Already the enemies are worse. Okay, so it's in dirt. Oh man, this guy's bad. Oops. Why do I have to buy the stuff I find? It's got double the damage though. Then double the damage of my old weapon. Now we'll see who the Luzamon is. Bring it on. I just doubled my damage. Come on, just because it's rum, that doesn't automatically mean it's gonna strip things. Well, all my TC Hooligan videos should be up now. $55 of profit. What time era is this? What time? It's one of those cringy parodies. You know, I never had anyone say my videos were cringy until Dan Hammond and the SCPs. And that was only recently. Because lately, a lot of people have been watching Dan Hammond and the SCPs. Now it's more views than Dan Hemming does the Bean Boozled challenge, if I remember correctly. Oof, today was a good day. And if you fail, it's important that I get experience. I have to reach level 6. I need a better weapon, and I know yeah, it's worth more than $1 because it's silver. Oof, yeah, leveling up is definitely worth it. For one thing, you unlock better items that allow you to progress through these dig sites more quickly. The enemy got a speedy. Now, what is this helmet you're selling? Is it really worth it? Go faster helmet. Well, it has more defense than my current helmet. But man, is it expensive. Now, I haven't encountered a single rock area. But everything will be 2 hours with this phase, so I guess that'll be good. But no new weapon. Keep track of my appearance, it changes constantly here. These dwarf soldiers, wow. Now I have so much defense that I'm barely hurt by their hammer. Oh, I take it back. Actually managed to do quite a bit of damage on that. There's one last item anyway. Waste several hours. The enemies have gold anyway. I can pay for the digging cost with their gold. And if you think I can't, you're wrong. $31 in profit. What did I tell you? There's just one item left. I gotta reach the next level. I recently started playing the Final Death Wish again. In order to actually get those items, I need money. That's the whole area. Hope this guy has a lot of gold. That's the least amount of gold I ever saw. And that's mainly because I haven't been paying much attention to the amount of gold. That's a little better. Good. I need the money. What I need now is money, not experience. Tomahawk has more damage and has a critical hit chance. The Tomahawk is the way to go. Oh, it's $400. I don't have enough money. Oh yeah, I got a lot of points. The Tomahawk. Alright. I'm running out of sights here. The Goblin Ninja. What do I do? Go through the same area again? Waste money like that? Actually, might as well. Only 4 gold coins. 2 gold coins, 1 for each attack I perform during the fight. A slight profit, and enough for me to get the breastplate. But now I can't unlock any new areas. But now I have more defense. So there hopefully won't be a repeat of the time I ended up dying. But now I need to be level 8. I need to be able to take out those with 200 health. You simply gave... Did you just simply give me another spade? Seriously? Don't know if I'm making a profit or not, but I'm definitely making an experience profit. $88 in profit. What new items do you have? Oh yeah, that double cut. Hey wait, there are certain areas where it'll take even more time to dig with that spade. Hey wait, what happened to my item? My tomahawk! They took my tomahawk. I didn't even notice. Right, my tomahawk. They took my tomahawk. It was the best weapon I had ever had at that point. that one single battle paid my entire cost. The rest is just profit, so I can hopefully get my tomahawk back. I imagine it will take a long time. Why did the game suddenly become super laggy? What did I do to the game? Great, there's no enemies. No enemies at all. Please let there be enemies. Anyone. Will I even reach them in time if there is an enemy? I lost $10. One-Eyed Willie, 25 years long service. I don't know what service he did, but I made a good profit, but not enough to get the new item. Oh, wait! Increases your damage. Nice. Yeah, I know there's new items now. The enemies get tougher in every single area. Still, that's a high score. Well, at least I didn't lose money. I made a big profit, but I might unlock a new... weapon. Why is there a digging quest? The unicorn's horn. Very valuable. What is the most valuable treasure? Now I have all the items here, so this area is useless as well. But I haven't beaten that ninja yet. Oh great, I hate it when the game gets Does this happen for This happens for every modern gameplay I do. Every single one, I think. Is this because of the recording software I use? All I unlocked was a new spade. Maybe I should save my money, or maybe not. The power spade. Alright, I got a better weapon than that old tomahawk. Oh, I didn't even know how strong that new enemy was. Looked like an alien to me. Able to do about 50 damage now. Not bad. I know what I would have to do for the easy guys. Basically get lucky. Thing is, Andy, it's hard to take a risk with him. A metal detector over the it's not long forgotten, it's not even forgotten. I don't even know what the best attack I use. The boomerang. I tell you what, the boomerang is pretty good. Oh yeah, a critical. There's only a 5% chance of that happening. The silver bullet. I get put into another fight as soon as the first fight ends? Well, I guess it's a good way to gain experience, but... Good thing I got that critical, otherwise it would have been even then. $99 and a bill ain't one of them. What? I forgot the counters? Oh. I'm going to have to do that. However, I don't know. I don't think Mop would be suitable for the counters. I have leveled up many times, and already, in my opinion, I have to do it again. So why did our new hero in town go to hell to be such a hero? Might as well get out of here. Finish up. Oh hey, there's some good fights to be had. One fight that could allow me to reach level 12 if I choose to go to the next area. If the enemies get too tough, I won't be able to progress very well, now will I? Oops, I had to... That happens randomly. Whenever I'm browsing, whenever I'm on my computer. I do a lot of things on my computer. Alright, that's good to hear. $62 of profit and a new level. However, I don't think I unlocked anything. That's too bad. What do I need for level 8? Hedge trimmers. I need the hedge trimmers. Well, not yet, anyway. Oh, this dig site's bigger. Good thing he didn't manage to complete that range. Yeah, fire elementals are no better than the water elementals. Did I mispronounce it? Sorry if I did. Ooh, $500. That's gonna be tough to beat. An ancient artifact. Do I have anything more valuable than that? It won't take long. I only found 25 treasures. Yeah, I don't think I have anything more valuable then. Alright, so the record to beat seems to be $500. Alright. Now I get the full value of all the treasures. And yet I still have all the treasures. The healing potion, $300. So that healing potion must be from the medieval times. It feels so good to make such incredible profits. Hey, he moved twice. Oh yeah, and I finished my dessert from TC Hooligans. But I didn't finish that glass milk because I spilled it while I was trying to walk home. Mom called when I got to the bathroom at Orion's Cafe, apparently. And she drove me home. She came over to Orion's Cafe and drove me home. And she didn't mind that I went to TC without telling. After all, I printed out the directions with a map. I brought plenty of money with me. I managed to tip. Though at the time I thought I was supposed to do an 8% tip. I didn't know it was supposed to be 16%. I'm sorry, I didn't know. There's only 2 items left now. Ooh, his rage attack would have burned pretty bad. Now wouldn't it? Finally, a new weapon. Yeah, I allot all of my points into strength. Deal with it. One more critical hit chance percent? Sounds good to me. Thing is, how can a sword give you more defense? There's still 1 item left. Might as well. Now, I made a very good decision. I'm making good decisions so far. I decided to do this gameplay because I saw that this game has 4 badges and that I actually, despite playing it before, there actually wasn't a gameplay on my channel, and I remember how much of an epic game this was, and so I felt that it would be a great opportunity. I apologize if it's often hard to hear my commentary. I should probably find some way to turn down the music, the volume of the music, while recording. I really would have liked at least 1 more battle. Now, in order to progress, I need the hedge tools. Great, I have to spend money I don't want to spend. At least it's the cheapest most of those items. Hey, wait. Ooh. Armor that actually decreases your defense. Wow. It's the winged helmet is basically the Go Faster helmet, but on steroids. Better defense and much better speed. And I know that, and I know how often the whole on steroids phrase has been used. It's been used a lot, I know. Wow, it only unlocked 2 areas for me. 2 areas. Also, there's not much of an increase in the difficulty of the enemies, so that's good. Thing is, the pirate might be dead. Even if we're in the age of, even if we're in the golden age of piracy, pirate might have died of old age. Oh, the rock elemental. Rock solid. That is, he's better than the earlier elementals. You know, it's Saturday. Today's gonna be a great opportunity to finally deliver my popcorn. Oh, the experience balloons. I can tell you this area has way more items than the last one, which makes it worth it in the long run that I got that map. I mean, no, not a map. It was the hedge trimmings. Why did I need the hedge trimmings? Ooh, barely made a profit on that. At least the entry fee is still only $30. I really wish I could find Dan Hammy at one point in this game. Or at least business-friendly kind. No bullets. Wow, 2 special treasures in a row. That's a good stroke of luck, but that'll probably happen to at least a quarter of those who play this game. A quarter. Actually, wait. Oh, 41 days. What will you achieve in the first 100 days? They say the president only has 100 days. And why is that? Because he is most powerful during his first 100 days. After that, it goes downhill from there. Why does the president become less powerful over time? People get sick of the fact that the same person is still in office. The people want to change sooner or later. The longer you are in office, the more likely things are to go wrong during your term. FDR, he was a great president. His whole term could pretty much, all of his terms, his entire tenure as president, could pretty much be described as things went wrong while he was in office. There was the Great Depression, the Dust Bowl, World War II, the Holocaust. It all happened, and in the end, he managed to solve all of it. Sure, when his term ended, when his presidency ended, he was by that time, we were still at war with Japan, but the war in Europe was long over. Do I get one experience point each health point the enemy has? Or is it based on more than that? The remaining tiles will somehow have 4 items. I really like to level up again before finishing this area, as I know that every time I move to a new area, the enemies will be tougher. And while I'm easily able to beat the current enemies, that won't be the case for too much longer now, will it? What happened? Oh no, I lost my experience. Probably gonna end up doing the same things I did last time. Oh, I thought I could handle the enemies, didn't pay much attention. Made a good deal of profit. That's the second. Oh, I don't know if I even want to get that Warhammer. It causes such a big decrease in defense. I can beat this game without ever allotting. So this tile is guaranteed to have something. And that'll probably be the only time I will ever be able to say with 110% certainty that there will be an item in that tile. I've got some health to burn. Anyway, I can easily win just by... I can easily win without ever doing anything fancy or allotting any points into anything other than attack. But if I do it that way, if I decide to do it that way, that would make for a pretty boring gameplay, now wouldn't it? 32 treasures now. A third of all the treasures have been found. And it's only day 45. Gotta keep going. I don't know how tough this skeleton guy is, and this dig site is very big. Ooh, I got lucky, just 2 points of damage. There's somehow 19 items total. Will there be any special items? Is it even legal for there to be a map area, a dig site with no special treasures? I've only been to, I think, 9 dig sites now, and I've already got a third of all the treasures. Oh, this is the 9th dig. Just don't tell the appraisal guy that then. I mean, I wouldn't advise dishonesty, but desperate times call for desperate measures, right? I mean, we have a village to set free. We have people to liberate. Isn't freedom why do we so easily throw away freedom during times of crisis? All leveling up did was give me another spade. Look, no matter how many new spades you give me, there's never going to be anything better than old reliable cutter. Never. There's never going to be anything better. Oh. Well, I stand corrected. But maybe I should save up my money for the final weapon. I'm telling you, it's only going to be attack. Only going to be attack, at least for now. I got quite a bit of gold. Great. Now I'll never get those 11 health points back. Until the next day. Alright, so as anyone who makes GoAnimate videos knows, every GoAnimator has their own universe within their GoAnimate videos. And mine is this. There will be no revivals. It's such a cheap gimmick to use, and it's hard to GoAnimate logic. Listen, I will only... I haven't even been playing for 90 minutes, and I already have one part of the golden robot. Was that 3 special treasures in a row, or were they just so close to each other that I'm thinking that now? Look, unless that new armor is actually... yeah. That Mongolian leather. You claim it was worn by the great Genghis Khan himself, but it's not even as good as the breastplate. I have no new areas. Great, now I need to buy the climbing equipment. $500. Still pretty cheap. Man, that was quite a steep. That was a really steep entry fee. Wow, one new area. I hope that was worth it. That is totally wrong. One piece of that treasure map. Hey, wait, I thought there was a medium badge for 30 unique. Hey, treasure reclamation. I uncovered 40 treasures. The badges don't work. Oh, man. How do the badges aren't working. I found 40 treasures. 40. $41 actually now. And I even have a part of the treasure map now, which I believe will unlock a secret area. What do I have to do? Complete the whole game? I have 41 treasure items now. I should get the badge. I lost 36 whole dollars because I got worthless items. And the entry fee went up, I just noticed. It's mostly rock. Good thing I have the cutter. Oof, lost $47. I don't know if I should get that. There's an even better one in the future, and I should save up for that new weapon. At least I got the copper, so I have some hopes of making profits. 53 gold pieces. This is Sparta! The thing is, I seriously doubt it'll actually be better than. Let's see how it is. I'm gonna stick to the wing helmet. Don't think there's anything better than that. Seems my appearance is starting to finalize. It's definitely changing less often, that's for sure. I leveled up and I didn't unlock that new weapon. One critical and the battle was over pretty much instantly. $84 of profit. I think I'm ready to take a risk. Looks like Annie's been drinking even more. Annie, you gotta take a risk sometimes. Oh, Annie. That's a whole day's worth of digging. You just... Actually, no, not really. I do make profits from that entry. I'll get the last laugh out of you yet, Annie. I'll make a profit so big it'll more than pay for what I lost trying to beat you. And you know what else? The very next day, I'll also beat you and make those $40 back. So there. I don't pay much attention. Yeah, I found one piece. Oh, only 3. He's gonna be up to his game this time. I don't want to gamble much. Oh, yeah! Oh, I guess I should have listened to my own advice, huh? And I got my 5-point congregate badge for beating ya. I guess I gotta learn to have more confidence in myself. That's the problem with gambling, though. You're taking a risk. Let me give you an example. There are 2 tiles left that haven't been dug up, and there's 1 item left. If I say that there won't be an item in this tile, I have a 50% chance of being right. So, let's see. And I was wrong. But there is a parallel universe in which I was right. And there is a parallel universe in which I decided not to make a gameplay of this game ever. And there is even a parallel universe in which I decided not to make a YouTube account. I don't know what that parallel universe is, but I know that it must be very different, or maybe at least slightly different from... I need the boat. The boat? Oh man, that was super expensive. And that only unlocked 1 single area. Oh, now I remember. That game with Brian, the brain. It's glowing. Pirate Skeleton. One-Eyed Willie on his name badge. Pirate Skeleton. So One-Eyed Willie was a pirate for 25 years. There might be more information among all the treasures I've gotten and for which I did not get my medium badge. There's a whole hard badge where I didn't get. Because I guess my screenshot wasn't good or something. Oh man, I just got into a really dumb fight. third time this has happened. Remind me to be more careful next time. Oh, great. Can you even fail this? What the? He's right on top of me. First, you penguin boy. Great, I guess I'm nowhere for a while. Or... a red-beard pirate. I think he lopped off half my health in one attack. The bull face. You know what? Sure has been a long day. Oh, I have some extra areas. Okay. Hey, you moved 2 times. I'll be taking my special now. Why can't I open it then? Do I not have a certain key? Or a certain artifact? He somehow knows where every treasure is. If you can win 91 games, winning 91 games of dice against Brian the Brain truly sounds absurd, but it is theoretically possible. Thing is, I now have half the treasures now. Stay away from that lizard guy. For each health point I had, I did 1 point of damage. You put me in 2 fights at once. Still don't have the best item. I think I remember there being some special. Oh yeah, it's time to take you on. At this point, I've done this so many times that it is... I'm gonna have another go at you. The rage actually did less damage than my standard attack. Clearly, I'm not learning my lesson here. I'm just gonna do straight up attacks. You don't scare me. At this point, I'm just wasting money. Alright, might as well waste less money and actually spend the rest of the day wisely. Get some extra experience in, maybe get the final weapon early. Can defeat everyone with one blow. Because I'm not supposed to be here. Alright, within 2 blows then. And I think that's for the toughest guy. I found no items and still made a profit. Sure sounds good. Ah, my first buddy. Stay away from that lizard guy. When does my buddy actually do something I managed to get away. That's gotta be the least valuable treasure I ever found. But now I'm gonna have the most powerful weapon of all. Sure, there's a slight reduction in speed, but it's well worth it. Plus now I don't have enough of that stupid gear stuff. Might as well see what a single point in vitality does. Just to show you. Oh, 10 more points. Alright. Maybe with the extra 10 points I can beat that guy. And be done with it. It's only 300 points. Burn! Can you sell any of your items? That's it. I'm gonna beat that guy. I'm beating him. so close. That's it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You gotta have more determination than that. I'm not gonna let him terrorize me. Look, I have to succeed here. I will do it sooner or later. I will succeed. Ooh, I accidentally hit the shift key. Oh, great. The risk is 4 gold coins. And I can risk 4 gold coins. I'm taking a lot of risks here. But you know what? It's worth it. I'm not going to give up here. I know it can be done. I have more than a 50% chance of hitting. Finally, the Boskis. And after all that, really would have stinked if I had died in that fight with the... Better end the day now before I take any chances. More damage with more effectiveness. Alright, a better buddy. What's not to love? hope a new enemy comes. Oh, I can do almost 200 damage if I get a critical. What does a critical do anyway? Double the amount of damage you do? I know speeding doubles the amount of attacks you can do. I'll never get to him in time. Come on, what's cooler than a cannon? Oh, the map! I have practically all the areas. Oof, bad luck. Well, no, that's just a superstition, but still. I had to skip an area because I don't have the map. I gotta use my new cannon at some point. Alright, He got hit by a cannon and survived. Who survives getting hit by a cannon? I guess a Blackbeard pirate. I'm assuming that's the name of the enemy. Wait, I have the best weapon around. Why am I still using that old cutter? I could save myself a lot of time. Now I in fact have the best spade available. The Mega Drill. For some terrains, it will take no time to drill. Finally, I'm just about ready. There's no better headgear, and at this point, probably no better armor. There might be one, but for all I know, I sure haven't found it. Oh, I spent all my money. This is the only free place. Sorry for that totally unproductive day. Day 66. Would that have anything to do with it? After all, 666 is the number of the beast. And why is it that number? Why not number 13? I spent the whole day fighting goblins. And what do I have to show for it? Not much. Now I should have enough money to have a more exciting day. Oh man, I was started off in the very... With my drill, for some areas, I won't even spend time drilling. There's a few tiles where I... A Bluebeard tile. He survived quite a bit. It will cost you nothing to dig here. I lost $15. what a bad day that was, but with all the mistakes I made that day, hopefully I will learn from them and drop it today. I'm definitely gonna cannonball. Wait, I somehow lost nearly all my money? Oh. Oh yeah, that entry fee. The entry fees keep climbing, and I've already gotten most of the treasures about half of them. One of the enemies managed to sneak in a second attack. Take the risk. It paid off. Ooh, yeah. That was a good day today. 2 new treasures. Wedge-shaped writing, huh? Might as well... No, wait. Actually, no. I haven't lost a single health point yet. There aren't that many dig sites left. $65 in profit. Well, next is... Do I even have enough for this? I don't even have enough for the schooling here. Which means I have to skip another area and go to dig site number 15. Come on, samurai. Show me what you got. That's right. You got nothing. Nothing on me. Two Blackbeard pirates. Great. They call me the Blackjack because I'm level 21. There's so many good names for all the numbers. Yeah, I keep forgetting, it seems. Dig time and cost. Dig time and cost is displayed on the right. Click the squaring. I know where the dig button to dig that square. Okay. Doesn't say anything about all these weird numbers that keep popping up. I took a risk there. I know it won't always pay off. You know, I've got the attack now. You know, your special probably should be an attack item. I've got all these squares left to do, and so few items. How many squares will I have to go through before I find the last 3 items? It's only worth $55 because it's a tiny statue of a plum. Besides, it's just metal. The only reason why it's valuable is because we say it is. That's the honest truth. There's still just 1 item left. From now on, I think I'm gonna allot my points in vitality. I've clearly got the attack now, but I don't have the health to endure all the fights I have to fight. Now because I got into a fight with that samurai, I have basically no health. I'm gonna avoid that Blackbeard pirate. Jason? You mean Jason Voorhees? So now I have to skip yet another area. The enemies now will probably be so tough. 200 health! Yeah, I can beat maybe 1 enemy at a time, but if I have to fight multiple enemies, something like that. Better end the day. Didn't feel like taking a risk. Besides, now I've got some breathing room for the constant onslaught of random attacks and whatnot. Locked off about half my health now. Would have been more than half before I only found 1, it seems. Just keep digging, just keep... Oh, my mouse cursor teleported. That's not good. If I teleport to the X on the browser... Oh, $123. I see what you did there. I still don't know. I now have another piece of that map. How many more areas will I do before I find all of that map? I don't know whether these, are these special treasures? Oh man, I just made a mistake! How on earth am I gonna survive this? Now, because of all the mistakes I made, I basically have to refind that piece of the map. There's only 21 dig sites in total. I've already burned through most of them. Better get the scuba gear and lay off the hard areas for a while. Wait, I'm pretty sure that... That fight lasted longer than it needed to. Clearly I have taken a lot of risks today, but they paid off this time. Oh, that was another one of the treasures Brian the Brain offered to help me find. I won that game. Actually, I filmed that. Oh wait, it's actually not worth more. Even though it says almost flawless, it's actually not worth more than that $500 thing. Where was it? I know there was a $500 thing. But now I've since gained so many more treasures, I can't find it. Well. Oh yeah, there it is. So now I'm at about 2/3 of all the treasures. The rest of Mercury. What? Oh man, I made a wasteful move. The mistakes I make could cost me dearly one day. next time I level up, I might invest them in stamina. Wow, all 3 of these tiles are guaranteed to have an item. Now we just gotta find the ills of the world that got released and put them back in. You know, you've probably seen a lot of videos in which one GoAnimate character kills another GoAnimate character. I now have more health than a samurai. Oh, I haven't been paying much attention. My health bar is getting low. I better take no risks and just dig in a way that's smart. Almost indestructible layers of tree resin. So it's basically a Nokia phone. Yeah, I know that making jokes about the IKEA foam being indestructible is overrated, but give me this. Is there anyone who would willfully sit through a 4-hour video of Oh, it won't be much longer now then, will it? Actually, there aren't that many sites left. Will I reach level 30? Oh, I get 20,000 experience. No, I invested them in strength. Good thing I managed to undo that. Oh yes, I doubled the amount of attacks I can do before having to defend. Now I may never have to defend again. Would be break the seal and get the demon to fight off. Maybe, but that wouldn't be very heroic now, would it? We're trying to stop you. Not increasing. Oh, now I remember why I left this place. Lost $20. Not good. $80 entry fee. Wow. I got a 15-point rigging badge for piecing, finding all of that map. And now I have unlocked a new dig site, and it didn't cost me a penny. That's the first and only time I'll do this. Are you kidding me? I still have to pay to enter that area? But I found it myself. Oh, great. The enemies are just as, if not even harder than the later dig sites. Oops. Certainly glad I came back. Are stronger than the goblins. That seems to be a trend occurring throughout all games. Oh, good thing. Every day I risk my life here. You won't bully me anymore. That's for sure. Sure, technology has gotten better since then. got so much money and yet nothing to buy. It's true though, I've never had to defend since that time I increased my stamina. Guaranteed to have an item. Well, you know, I'm gonna keep saying that. Deciding to get into extra fights is always kind of risky, I guess. You never know, the enemy could manage to get lucky and lop off a ton of health. Orc Chainsaw King. I didn't know such simple creatures could use such advanced technology. I believe that orcs are less advanced than us humans. But we must respect the orcs. It's just that we have a job to do and whatnot. I couldn't resist. Oh, yeah. This is a great miracle right here. Double the defense. And plus, now, I've actually even doubled my speed on top of that. Good day, good day. Yesterday was. Let's see how tough it is. The Snake King. My armor seems to be pretty good. Actually had to defend. But what happens if you fail? Would I still have my armor? Oh, now I remember why I stopped. At this point, I've escaped from death so much. The Grim Reaper probably wants my head mounted on the wall. And now I remember why I didn't finish dig site number 17. Still, actually an easier one. Thanks for helping me, buddy. Really appreciate it. You really helped me. Really did. Get over it. Crystal Skull. Is that an Indiana Jones reference? Oh man. Wow, I made a serious amount of profit. Oh wow. That's a good special. Now that's a good find. Are they all $99? Hey, you got a speedy and then I got a speedy. We all get speedy. lucked out that time. Now I have all the specials, though. I have almost as much health as an ogre now. A hen's tooth. I think the idea is that hens aren't supposed to. Obviously a human found it. These two tiles are guaranteed to have items. Managed to get some good experience in. Alright, I've got nearly all of them done. Man, they just keep introducing more and more enemies. But I'm gonna beat this game. Just you wait. Only takes an hour to dig through pure hard rock. One of the largest diamonds ever seen. Oh, I stand corrected. This one's $100. I think the body is worth. I think his special arm is worth. Oh no! I didn't realize he was a boss. All right. All right. So sorry, I didn't know. Please let me survive. I didn't realize the Cyclops was a special boss. Alright, sorry about that. Luckily, it wasn't the Cyclops. And the evil magician himself, the final boss of the whole game, is on the very last dig site. Avoid him at all costs. I guess the ogre is the toughest enemy in the whole game. The toughest enemy that doesn't have a boss, at least anyway. Ooh, I lost a serious amount of money. But yeah, we're on the home stretch. So because this dig site contains the final boss, the evil magician, are there any special treasures here? This time I lost, I think, about half as much as yesterday. Bad day today will result in a good day tomorrow. Level 29. All right. Oh, there's actually a special treasure in the very last area. Then I don't think there's a single dig site with no special treasures. Thing is, I now have nearly all the special treasures. And still, that medium badge for getting 30 still I do not have. There's only 6 left. Just 6. There's one buddy you absolutely must have. At this point, only the ogre will give me enough experience. Thing is, they can do a lot of damage. Glad he didn't move there. So do my chances increase by 5% for each point I have in speed? Or is it just 1%? Or somewhere between those two possibly? Oh, I get it, because it's just 1. Now there are only 5 treasures left that I don't have. So, if I get another special treasure, there's a 20% chance that it will be the final part to that robot. All I wanted to do was dig. Sacred lands? Because I sure don't know. So for every 3 experience points I got, I also got a new coin, it seems. I don't think I got many items, so now I'm a lot more likely to get items today. If only I could bring 2 specials. Sometimes it's just not getting a fight. It may be unavoidable. It's currently 5:08 a.m. At least for me. If you're watching this, you almost certainly have a different time zone. Because I'm only in one time zone out of who knows how many. I wonder what that lost chest could possibly contain. A glowing sword? Is it a lightsaber? True final weapon. 70 damage. Oh, I thought the battle eye was the final weapon, but I was wrong this whole time. 30 more damage. And almost double the critical hit chance. What good luck. That was certainly a good day. I'll tell you that. Bring it on, Snake King. Not afraid of you no more. 'em. I'm able to do quite a bit more damage now. Experience. Almost enough for me to level up from that alone. Alright. With Chainsaw King. So for every 10 experience points I got 1 gold coin. Wait, is there one more enemy? Guess not. It's alive! That's good to hear. Oh yeah! Now it almost seems like I gain 10 health with every level up. You shall bully me no longer. Oh, nobody's better than the golden robot. What? I think I found the same treasure. Yeah. Alright, there's just one treasure left. Just one last treasure, and we'll be done. I've got plenty of time, and it feels like the world is on my shoulders. World on my shoulders? Well, you know, I'm having a good time now. There were times where I was having bad times, where the world really was on my shoulders, but now, I'm flying high. Great profits, great power, what's not to like, or love? There's just one last treasure. Health. Oh man. Hopefully this is the last time I'll have to do this. There's just one treasure I haven't gotten yet. Oh great, I just wasted a whole lot of time. Oh, there's an enemy. There's some enemies. Good. Now, hopefully, I can level up. It's clear. I need more help. Was I given more? Oh yeah, I got attacked. You can't scratch me now. Except for that evil wizard. He's still there. But not for much longer. It's the final fight. I made a profit just from enemy gold. Now that's a good day. That's a good day. But I believe there's some boss I haven't beaten. And there's a treasure I have not found. Let's see. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. He's on the... He's in Area 20. Bring it on. Cyclops. 1,000 experience points. Gotta keep going. No reason to give up. Perfect. The day is still young. In fact, the day is just beginning to be born. It's 5:19 now. Alright, another level up at 40,000 experience. That's nice to hear. Vitality is easily the most valuable thing you can invest in. How many enemies can be on the same campsite at once? It doesn't take long to level up again. The ogre is the strongest non-boss enemy in the whole game. And even he isn't so hard anymore. Lost $31 because that was the most expensive dig site. The golden robot is a real friend. Trust me. That was just one blow. Alright, just one more level and I should be all set and ready to go. Let's do this. Alright, I'm ready. Bring it on. I'll be ready very soon. I'm gonna get at least 2 more overs today. After this one, I'm not sure. It's a possibility. All you need to get better is a little time. $45,000. Huh. Alright. It's just about time. Over 500 health. Let's do this! I have now literally found all of the treasures, and I still did not get the medium badge for finding just 30. Do I have to complete the whole game? Because I can do that right now. You actually get a different comic if you don't have one. what, are you gonna settle down? Maybe tomorrow, but for now... Oh great, I still didn't get that medium badge. And that's how you do it. Alright, until next time.